Hello and welcome back to Strongwoman High's Dash. Life is a mishmash. Today we have very special guest, fellow gym owner, strength coach and under 82 kilo competitor, Jess Tait. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you. Hello.
Now, class, thanks for being on, mate. So, fresh off of World's Strongest Woman as well, the Natty Pathway. How's it been going? How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. Yeah, I was happy with my performance overall, especially after doing Europe's a couple of weeks ago. And like after last year, only having a week or so between, I felt so much better. So yeah,
Yeah.
like mentally, I was actually there this year, and it was good to enjoy it. I literally was in a trance last year, and I just don't think I took anything in, and it was just crazy. Yeah, so it was really nice to actually soak up the atmosphere and be there properly. Yeah, so yeah, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. There was a small group of us last year that had done that back-to-back one, and fuck, I think all of us were like, never again.
Yeah,
Never doing this again. So at least there was a couple of weeks this time in
yeah.
between them. But it looked like an awesome show, though. What were your highlights and lowlights, just quickly, before we get into the pod?
Yeah, amazing show, like so well run and yeah, crazy cool atmosphere. The highlight was definitely watching Jardine's axle clean and press world record.
Yeah.
Like just yeah, I was like on the edge of like crying, like emotionally. Like sporting events really get me. So like watching her do that, and then everyone standing up and giving her a standing ovation, and like it was just so cool. Like everyone had literally stopped, and it was just yeah, it was. I think I enjoyed that more than the comp. It was that good.
Yeah, to be fair, unbelievable as well. Like a record, and that's like what 140 kilos. That's going to
Yeah,
stand for years. That
yeah,
like, I
yeah.
think it'll be
It
a
was.
long time before someone gets anywhere near it.
Yeah. It was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, class. Any lowlights? Any bad parts to it, or was it all good?
No, it was all good. Yeah, all good. No low points for me. No.
Too positive, you mate. Way
I
too
am. I'm
positive.
very. Yeah, you'll struggle to get anything bad out of me. I'm very glass half. Well, not even half full. Like it's just full.
It's full all the time. Nah, I love it. Absolutely love it. Epic. How long have you been doing Strongwoman, by the way?
I think this is year number 4. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, because I did like one like a random beginners comp like 5 years ago, and then I didn't do anything for like a year or two, and then I picked it up, and then I've been doing it consistently since after COVID.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
because I feel like we both sort of like I maybe started a bit before you, but we were both sort of on the same like run up, weren't we?
yeah.
Yeah, nice, awesome. Well, let's just well, actually, no, let's not get straight into the pod. I need you to give a little bit of information about yourself. Could do a little bit of an elevator pitch about what you've done, like where you started, background, all that sort of jazz first. Because I know you, but other
Yeah.
people might not.
Yeah, well, I mean, I actually played football to a high level for since I was like 5 till I was like 20, um, and then the gym was just like a background thing when I joined when I was 16, and then when I played soccer, they call it, yeah, in America for a year on a scholarship, and then I did that for a year, but I'd already had both my knees operated on at that point. So it was a bit of a risk even going out there and doing that, and then playing in Texas on like the soil that is like concrete. It was just like my knees just they were not happy, and it was a bit of a crossroads in my life. Like, do I stay and just like destroy my body, or do I call it a day and come back? And that's what I did. So when I came back from there, the only thing I was really interested in was the gym, and so then I just absolutely smashed the gym, and then somehow found my way to Strongwoman. I think I just saw like an advertisement for a comp or something, and then the closest place to me was Chaos.
Yeah.
So I went down and had a session with Rhiannon, and then did that comp, and then yeah, off the back of that, I started coaching, PTing a few years ago, just like general population. And then as I've
Mhm.
gotten in Strongman, I've now kind of gone down the strength sport route. Yeah, so that's where I'm at, and now I just yeah compete for fun and just having a good time. It's great.
Class. Yeah, me and Molly were talking about you the other day actually, because you turn up to comps and you're just always like just happy. You're just always happy. You're just always pretty buzzing. Like never see you like throwing a fit or having a tantrum or anything. You're just like fairly like steady all the time, but like on a happy level, not just like
Yeah,
deadpan, just like
yeah.
chill
My
happy.
base, yeah, my baseline of like just life is really nice level. Like I don't tend to deviate too high or too low from that, but it's just like, oh yeah, this is nice.
Yeah,
So
you like a good relaxing vibe to find at a comp. I feel like if I'm
yeah,
getting too much, I go and talk to you, and I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
cool,
yeah.
chill again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
class.
talking to Rosie Abercrombie at one of the warm up sets at Europe's, and she was like getting all pumped and stuff, and she's like, I was like, do you have any chill? And she's like, no, and I was like, do you want some of mine? Like, but at the same time, like sometimes I find that I need a bit more of her energy, and it's a pro and a con, like as with everything. It can be a good thing, can be not a good thing. So, but
Yeah, yeah. No, well, it comes across good because you don't ever seem like nervous or worked up or anything at a comp. So if anything, it psychs everybody out. It's like, why is she so calm? It's so annoying. Right. Well, let's move on then to the actual podcast then. So, what has been your strong woman high, Jess?
my strong woman high, I've got a couple because I had a good think. But my strong woman high would be like when you've trained for something, and you've not done it yet, and then you go to a competition or even in training, but it's extra special in competition, and you do the thing you've been training so hard for, and like it's been a big build up, and then you do it, and I just get a really good like amazing feeling of like wow, like you couldn't do something and now you can, like your body's just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely that. And then watching someone else do that, like, or like someone's really struggling with something, and your weight category is like watching them, and they're really struggling. Everyone's kind of like encouraging them, and then they do the thing, or that you can see they're giving like 120% effort, and it's just so cool. Like both of those things, like on comp day, are why I do it. Like yeah.
Yeah, it's like the build up, isn't it? I think because
Mm.
like I enjoy the journey, but I like, and I think you're similar to me, where I also enjoy the competitions. I think some people in the sport don't really enjoy the competitions because of the pressure, but I feel like I enjoy the journey and I enjoy the comps because you get
Yeah,
to show all the hard work that you've done over that time, and it
yeah,
is there's something
100%.
special about being like I've put like 8 to 10 weeks into this prep, and now this is what I can do because of that, and it's just like rewarding, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Any other strong woman highs?
Um, they're the two that I thought of. Yeah. That's
What have
the
you got? Any
baseline. Like,
specific moments? Yeah, any specific moments that you've done in comps where you've been like, "Fuck yeah, that was absolute win."
um, probably my steeplechase at Europe's the other week. Like when I finished the 100 bag and actually finished it, I've struggled so many times with anything over like 80, really, like 90, 100, trying to load stuff. That was another moment where I bloody put it on the platform, and I was like, I've actually loaded it, like And I think
Yeah,
yeah, sometimes I'm like, oh, I am short, but like, there's so many other people that are short that are also very good at it. So it's like I need to stop using an excuse. So when I did it, I was like, I can do it. Um, yeah,
yeah. That's the thing. It's one of them, isn't it? You can sort of use it as a bit of an excuse, but at the end of the day, it's always doable, isn't it? Like it's
it
always
is.
doable.
Yeah.
How did you find training for sandbag steeplechase though?
Um, yeah, training with sandbags. Like I said, anything over 80 in training just seems to just feel so heavy, and like it's like I need that comp day adrenaline to get it off the floor. Like it's just like soul sucking.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
that's the
hard.
biggest thing I hate about it. The training of
Yeah,
it is shit in it.
yeah, but yeah, it's is what it is. Yeah,
It's the one thing that where like if I see it on a comp and I'm like fucking sandbag steeplechase again, I hate having to set that up and train that. Like it's that I'll do
yeah,
everything within my power not to set it up and train it.
yeah,
Once I've done it, it's usually all right. But like the actual setup, getting the bags out, getting the yoke set, I'm like fuck this. I don't want to do
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
Do you find it easier because you've got your own gym to be able to do the training for it, or not so much?
Yeah, I think you don't get you know, you don't think, oh, someone's, you know, in commercial gyms and stuff, I'm a bit busier. Sometimes it can be a bit like, oh, I've got to get this bit of kit out, or I've got to do this. But yeah, in because it's my own gym, it's like I don't have to worry or anything about that. I just get it done, and yeah, there's no issues, and uh, normally people around helping out as well. So yeah, try and get someone to get the heavy bag out, so I don't waste my energy. But
Yeah,
um,
that's my favorite thing is when you've done your training and someone comes into the gym and is like, "Oh, you're using that? Can I have it?" And I'm like, "Yes, of course you can, mate. There is nothing more I want to do than put this fucking sandbag away. I'm not putting it away. You can put it away."
yeah, yeah.
So much easier. When did you open your gym?
I'm in year 3 now, so yeah, about 3 years ago.
Nice.
Um, yeah, it was a gym before I ran it, and the guy kind of lost interest, and I was working at JD gyms around the corner, and it was kind of a bit of a risk of like, do I go for it? Do I not? Because I was quite comfortable where I was. You know, I was just PTing, paying a bit of rent to JD, and it was just really nice. But yeah, I just thought I'm always about taking risks and stuff, so I thought, right, let's do it. And yeah, I'm so glad I did. Like, it's really cool to build your own little community and how have it how you want it, and
Yeah.
yeah, really enjoy it. Yeah, really cool.
I feel like there's two camps for gym owners, isn't there? People who either really love it or people who are like, "Don't do this. It's a
Yeah,
terrible idea."
it's true.
Because
Yeah,
I've just taken over a bit of a gym with a couple of mates and stuff in Hartlepool, and I fucking love it. The only
yeah,
problem is it's Hartlepool, so it's quite far away from me. But if I could be there every day, I would be there every day because I fucking love just being in a gym. Like I don't
yeah.
even need to work, just hanging about with people. It's
That's
class.
it. Yeah, it's great. It is a good atmosphere. Yeah, yeah. I think it depends how you run the gym and who's involved and stuff. Like, I feel like it can be something that would go downhill quickly if you're not if the atmosphere is bad or the people you're working with. You know, when I worked at JD, like more of a commercial gym, like half the managers and people there just didn't want to be there. You know, they
Yeah.
just, and it fed into everything else, and yeah, it's yeah. So I think it depends.
Yeah, it depends on the situation, doesn't it? I feel like
Yeah,
strongman gyms in general though are a bit more like, bit more friendly, bit more
yeah,
nicer to be in, aren't they?
yeah, yeah,
But especially the women-owned ones because they're
yeah.
usually the cleanest. Right.
Have you got big plans for that gym then?
I have, yeah. It's just the time to get them done. Bloody hell, it doesn't
Yeah,
have to take some time and money, like getting stuff sorted out, doesn't it? Oh my god, well stressful.
yeah, yeah.
But we're getting there. I've just finished renovating the office, so the office
Mm.
is done pretty much. So I've got a new studio for my physio business, which I'm very happy about. So been
Yeah,
a lot of painting, been painting the ceiling all morning, which I'm sick as fuck of doing.
yeah, yeah. Painting's so hard, isn't it? Like, it's such hard work.
Shit,
Like, I'll
yeah,
do
it's the
deadlifts all
worst
day,
job.
but paint a room, it's hard.
Awful, and your shoulders kill. My shoulders absolutely paggered after like 2 3 days of painting. I like it's awful, absolutely
Yeah,
horrendous. But it's done now, so fingers crossed that'll be the end of the painting jobs for me
yeah,
anyway for a bit. I'm not doing no painting now, so
yeah,
everything can stay how it is for the time being.
yeah. Yeah.
Class. Right, well, let's move on then and ruin the good mood. Well, maybe, because I feel like you're going to tell me you don't have any strong woman lows. What
um,
are they?
The only one I was going to say actually was the short break last year going into the second comp. Like, it's probably the only comp I didn't enjoy was because yeah, I didn't have enough rest and I was shattered,
Yeah,
like physically and mentally. um,
yeah.
that's the only time I've showed up to a comp and felt like I didn't want to be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can
So
totally understand that. It's just a fast turnaround, but I think the biggest problem with that at the moment is the amount of competitions that are on and the amount of pathways that we now have to try and like decide which pathways we're going to do. Because like I've been
yeah,
looking at next year, thinking like, oh, I'd quite like to do the Natty pathway again, and I'd quite like to do like the OSG pathway again. Might not do England's and Brits, but like I'd try and go in to get Europe's again and that sort of thing. But actually, when you break it down, you'd be competing like every fucking month.
Yeah, yeah, it's really hard to decide which ones to do. Yeah, I think like next year I'd like to kind of, because I've the last couple of years I've done the same comps throughout the year. I think I'd like to branch out and do some different ones that yeah, just to switch it up and meet different people and yeah. So yeah, it's hard to choose. Yeah, which but it's good that there's so many options for sure.
Yeah. I like that we've got options. I just wish that instead of having like big national pathways, we just had one. One or two would be
Yeah,
ideal, wouldn't it? Like
yeah,
instead of like thousands that we now have.
yeah, yeah.
But what's your end goal in Strongman? Do you have an end goal or are you just in it for the fun?
Um, my goal, I don't know where it and where I got it from or whatever, but my goal is to come top 10 in OSG in the world to get into that final day. And
Yeah.
then I think the goal was, if I do that, was to not do as many or not do as many big comps and kind of start doing other um, like adventure challenges, like use my fitness in a different way because
Yeah.
I'm really starting to like I love outdoors and stuff, but it does take its toll trying to train so heavy and then like be good at like long distance stuff and like I'd like to do more of that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, so come top 10 at OSG and then I don't know what would be after that. Maybe I'd come top 10 and go, oh, maybe I could come top 5. I don't know. But at the
Yeah.
minute, that's what I'm working towards.
Nice. Are you doing OSG this year?
Hopefully, if my body plays ball and I can do my 5 rep max and I come top 10 on the qualifiers. But yeah, well, if I do, then yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
going in.
Hell yeah. And are you going to compete in the 73s then for OSG?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think going forward as well, I'm gonna because I'm not done the natural pathway as a 73 either, so I'm gonna do that next year. Yeah, I do feel a bit better being a bit lighter, especially for all my other adventures and stuff. Like it's just easier being a bit lighter for me. So it just gives me that extra point to aim for if I've got to be 73 for a comp. It just and I've slowly been cutting down anyway for the past since I started doing weight class comps. I used to sit at like 84, 85, and then I've
Yeah.
slowly cut down, and now I sit at 77. So I can go another, couple of kg. That'd be about right, and I'll just sit there probably.
Yeah, it'd be nice and easy then that for cuts, won't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's mad that I like that you compete in both of them though. Like I feel like if I had that option I would do that as well, but obviously not 73s. I need a higher class. I need like a 91s. I think of it. If I
Yeah,
cut down to 73 I'd die.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's weird because before I started, before I stopped playing football, I did used to sit at like 70, 72. And then when I went away from football, I obviously didn't do as much cardio. So it just slowly got, yeah, heavier and heavier, got stronger and stronger. But then to remember that I used to just sit there normally, it's weird to then come back down. It's weird, yeah.
Yeah, I bet you found that your body is massively different as well from what it was when you first like were at that weight to what you're like going down to now.
Yeah, definitely. Like I've got a lot more muscle mass. Yeah, so yeah, it's different.
Class, I love that. As well, I wanted to ask you because are you a van lifer? Are you a full time van lifer?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Hell yeah,
yeah. A year and a half now. Me and my girlfriend and our dog Shadow have been full time van lifers. Yeah,
class.
so
How do you find that then? What prompted you to get into full time van life in, and how do you find it? What are the pros and cons of it?
um, so we were renting a bungalow, and it was she was going to put the rent up, and it was either we both of us wanted to. We've lived in a van together in Australia for 9 months, so we knew we could do it, and we both wanted to live in a van at some point in life. So it's like either we stay renting or it's the time to do it now. So that's what we did. We sold about 80% of everything and then bought a van. And got in it, and there was about 2 week adjustment period where we were like, "What have we done?"
Yeah.
And we were like, "Oh God," and there was real like, "Oh no, should we have done this?" But then you just get in a new routine, and we're both very adaptable. Like we could live anywhere eventually once you get used to it. So yeah, now we absolutely love it, and I really don't see myself living unless like someone gave me a house. Like I'd rather be in a van, or the new goal now is to get a bit of land and build an off-grid little homestead kind of thing, and like do that. Like it's just so freeing. Like not having as much stuff. There's less clutter. You can just drive off and go wherever you want with all your stuff. It's just great. Absolutely love it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and I
That's
think
class.
it's a good reminder that because when we did it, or even when we first got into it, there was lots of like people that we knew, like, oh, how are you doing that, or why are you doing that, or it's a bit like maybe like looked down a little bit upon, like because you it's a different way of living. But
Mm.
now that we've done it, the amount of people that have asked us, oh, like how do we do it, or someone we know wants to now live in a van off the back of like knowing that we do it, and so it's just good to challenge conventional views of how to live, and it's if you want to do something, just go and do it, like you just and figure it out.
100%. I love it. I'd love to just live in a van because one, I fucking hate cleaning my house. It's the worst job in the world. The only thing that stops me is the fact that I have now fucking what 6 dogs, and I'm a hoarder, an atrocious hoarder. Like
Those will
to try and
probably
clear. Probably just have to burn my house down, to be honest, to get rid of this stuff. Like we wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to get rid of it all. It would take me too long. It would take me the rest of my lifetime, I think, to get rid of the amount of stuff I've compiled now. But I love the idea of van life, and I bet it's so much easier for comps as well. Like you don't have to find accommodation; you just fucking rock up, park in a car park.
yeah. Yeah, even last year for Galway, we got the van on a ferry and drove there and stayed at a campsite. Like it was great. So that's a big advantage is that if you want to go somewhere, you just drive there and you save loads of money. And there's so many free spots as well. Like yeah,
Yeah, I feel like it's like you're constantly on holiday as well, isn't it?
yeah.
Class.
It's just great. Yeah, yeah. I know it's
Where do
not
you?
for everyone. Yeah, but like living in a small space and that there's obviously pros and cons. But like if we have an argument, there's no, there's no, it's only
Nowhere
one
to
room.
go.
I'm gonna go to the front of the van, and you go sit in the back of the van, and we'll just have some time apart.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
but
Difficult to get away from each other.
we rarely argue enough to need to go at separate ends of the van. Yeah.
It's mint that. Where's it parked like regularly then? Do you hang around the gym or like have you got a spot that you park it out all the time?
Yeah, like Monday to Friday, because I'm in the gym coaching and running the gym. We're on an industrial estate, so we just park it outside the gym, and it's we're in a secured like area, like with a gate, so we're locked in. And then weekends, if we're not doing anything, we usually go to the lakes because that's only an hour away, and then we just make it up, choose a spot. We've got a few of our favourite spots, and then we'll just go walking, and just repeat. It's great.
Class. I absolutely love that. It's such a cool way of living. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I would encourage more people to give it a try. Like, bills are so much lower. You don't have to deal with the faffy utility companies. Like, we have solar, we get the energy from the sun, or like when we drive, it charges it, or, we get the water from the gym. It's,
Yeah.
it's doable.
Yeah. My mum has a camper van and I fucking love going out in it. It's like my favourite little holiday. I love going on a little camper van holiday. It's so
Yeah,
good.
it's like
I
that, but
can
all
see
the
now.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, I would. It honestly, I've thought about buying a camper. If my mum didn't have one, I think I'd probably be on the borderline of buying one. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just class crack, isn't it?
Yeah, but then what would you do with all your dogs? They'd have to come. You just have a van full of dogs, wouldn't you?
It would literally just be a van full of dogs. There'd be no room for anything else, to be honest,
I
at this
mean, that's
point.
pretty cool still.
Yeah, we did. We used to when we did the bird shows. This is a bit of a weird one for people who don't really know anything about me. But when we used to do like the eagle and vulture displays, we had a van and we had all of like the birds in the back. So we'd travel around the UK like doing our shows at country shows and stuff. And we had like it set up like a camper van in the middle, and then all the birds in the back. But then we'd have a marquee and put the birds out overnight and stuff like that. And that was like we did that for fucking years, just living
Yeah,
out of that van. It wasn't even really set up as a camper either. It was very basic, but we
yeah,
had to we put the bed right at the top of the van, so we had a big sprinter, so we had it right at the top because all the bird boxes were underneath it. But the only problem was that the bed space was maybe only about 2.5 feet, so you had to like slide in like a bit like a coffin. But
coffin,
it was
yeah,
fine. Yeah, it was all right for the majority of it. But I vividly remember one night, I think we'd been drinking or something. We'd had a bit of a party at the show, so we'd had a few bevs. And I went to bed, and for some reason, I woke up in the middle of the night and just immediately sat up. Didn't think anything of it. Just sat straight upright, and obviously walloped my head off the top of like the roof of the van. Knocked
yeah.
myself clean out, completely out. Ben was next to me. He woke up, just heard a bang. I'm there, like sparked on the bed next to him. He was like, "What the fuck's just happened?" And I came round. I had a fucking banging headache for
Yeah,
days afterwards. Yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't
that's
good.
fair. Yeah, part of van life. Yeah,
Part of van life, but it didn't stop me. I still enjoy it a lot.
yeah,
My mum's bed's a much more sensible height. I'm not that close to the roof,
yeah,
so I haven't had any replays of it. Thank fuck. I don't need to lose any more brain cells.
yeah.
Class, I love that. Right, let's get back to the podcast then, because I got completely sidetracked there because I was just interested in your van life. To be fair, so what would you say to yourself when you first started the sport then?
Um, I haven't thought about this one to be honest. I don't know because I'm very much. I don't know. I don't know what I'd say because everything you go through is kind of how you grow and get better at things. So I probably wouldn't say anything. Just do do what you're going to do and learn your lessons. And um, maybe I'd say I think the way I used to train. I used to maybe push too hard, too often, past the point of um, like my body would just I'd just walk around in constant achiness, pain, like from mainly deadlifting too heavy too often. And I think
Mm,
I just now I don't do that, and I'm much better at regulating, like self-regulating when to push it and when to not, and I feel a lot better. So maybe that, yeah, I'd say
yeah.
don't go too crazy all the time. Yeah,
Yeah, I like that. I think it's that's a good thing because I feel very similar. I used to do well. To be fair, sometimes I still do the same thing right now. But like, I agree. I think you get so wrapped up in the sport and competing, and it's so much fun, and like you see other people doing so well, so you're like, it's that like hard work or nothing sort of vibe, isn't it? And it
yeah,
doesn't really work out that well sometimes in the long run.
yeah. Your body can only do what it can really do, like, and then if you push past that, it's like, yeah, you're just going to delay your own progress by having to recover more.
Yeah.
It's just yeah. There's a balance, and I've gotten a lot better at that.
Yeah, yeah. I think that as well. That's a learned skill, that isn't it? It's not. It's hard to tell somebody that because as well you go into that territory of someone not trying hard enough or then trying too hard, and it's finding that nice middle ground, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Do you have any regrets of your strong woman career? That's a better one to find out if you give yourself any advice.
Um.
You're gonna say no, no, aren't you?
Yeah,
Nah, it's been class.
no regrets. No, no. I don't have any. No. 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 Sorry.
Fair enough then. Fair enough. No, that's all good. No, it's. I do think it is that though, because you're so calm and chill. Have you always been like that? Is that just your vibe?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I think I've gotten even more like that as I'm getting older because I don't know. Just because I've done quite a lot. I've done quite a lot. I'm 30, so I'm getting on, but I've also done quite a lot up until this point. So when you have so many different experiences, everything else that's not a crazy experience becomes even more like comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so what might feel really scary and, people might get really nervous and anxious over one thing. Like, I don't get that with a lot of things unless it's like, I don't know, something like this scares me more than a lot of things. Do you know what I mean? Like, talking to someone and other people listening to you is scarier. But now
Yeah.
this will be like next time I do something like this, I'll be like even more chill. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah. It's very calming and good. I like it. I don't know how you do it. I wish I had a bit more of that because I'm erratic as fuck all the time. Do you genuinely get nervous then before comps, or are you not really that nervous? Do you not like?
I get the morning of I do because I start to like my body don't want to eat as much because that's when I know I'm getting nervous is when I don't want to eat because I love eating. So when that happens, like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm getting nervous. And then like I've really learned to right before I go on to compete, like in an event, I've learned to really harness the feeling of nervous and like heart rate going up, and like I'm like tell myself, okay, you're ready now. Like your heart rate's going up, you're feeling those nerves, and then I use that during the event as opposed to oh crap, I feel like this. So I'd say, yeah, I do get nervous, but I've learned to like harness it, like use it.
Yeah, I like that. That's a really good idea as well because it's like it's funny the whole mindset coaching stuff because I've Amelia does a bit of mine for me. And to be fair, I don't really get nervous before a comp. Like there's a little part of me that feels a bit like heart fluttery, like oh god. But I think because I fake being so confident all of the time, I'm just like nah, fuck it, it'll be all right. Like what's worse that can happen? So like, but it's like an erratic behavior because I'm already like underlying erratically nervous.
Yeah,
But I like that then you use that nervousness instead of being like, no, I'm not nervous at all. Because I almost pretend I'm not and I'm just excited. But
yeah,
that works for me. But using that like nervous energy and going, right, that means that I'm ready for it. I like
hmm
that idea as well. I think that's really cool.
yeah, yeah. No, yeah.
How did you learn to do it? Who's taught you
I don't know. I don't know. It just came to me in a dream. No,
it?
I don't know. I think maybe I've probably read it somewhere and gone, oh yeah, I'll do that. I don't know. Yeah, I think because
Is
of
it cool?
many years of competing in at football as well, I've had for like 15 years. That's like maybe once, sometimes twice a week going into a match, and I'd get the nerves then, and you just get very used to how that feels. Yeah.
Yeah. How did you find transitioning from a team sport into like a solo sport? Do you like it more or less?
Um. Um. It's different. Yeah, because even when I played a team sport, I'm quite introverted really, and so when I played a team sport, I liked the actual game, but then I wasn't that big of a fan of like all the noise and people in the changing room or after, or like having to go. Like sometimes a lot of teams will go to the pub after, or, you know what I mean, like stuff like that. I wasn't really, I just wanted to play the game like and go. So like
Yeah.
it's so transitioning into this is it's different as well because with team sports you play weekly, whereas with this you train for weeks on end, and then it's that one day, and then you might not compete again for like 3 months. So
Yeah.
I think I probably miss having something competitive to do every week because I'm a very
Hmm.
competitive person. Um, so yeah, it's different in that way, but I'll always love football because of how long I played it for, but I honestly think I don't think I could play now because my knee, the other like a few months ago, like I twisted it in throwing a ball at the beach, and it just gave way, and I was like, right, well, like I don't think I'll be able to play it anymore anyway. So
Yeah. That's the problem with football, though, isn't it? Fucking those twisty knees. They don't like it in football. It's a fucking nightmare.
no,
I'm
and like
doing.
yeah, so many like I know probably most of the footballers I know have had some kind of knee injury operation, like because we're not built for it really, are we? Like our hips are like this, and our knees are in, so like our angle is just not made for like twisty stuff. So it's just annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, and then as
Not,
well, you've got shoes that are literally sticking you into
yeah.
the ground to solidify your foot position, and then
Exactly.
making your knee rotate in ways that it shouldn't.
Yeah. So yeah, but it is what it is. That's life.
Yeah, it's my biggest. So I do a bit of rugby physio, and the thing that I hate the fucking most about it is wearing those fucking studded shoes. Fuck,
Mm.
I hate it so much. I only have to wear them because I'm on the side of the pitch. So realistically, I feel like I shouldn't have to wear them because, like, the only time I'm ever on the pitch is when I'm running on to help somebody. But like, it's like part of the thing, isn't it? You've meant to wear them. They're so uncomfortable, man. Why can not someone not make a pair of comfy studded
Yeah,
boots?
100%. Yeah.
Worst shoes out there. That feels like one reason why I would never get into any type of them sports because I'm not wearing them shoes any more than I have to. At least I'm being paid to wear them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Class. Right, let's move on then. Let's do the final part of the podcast, which is the silly goose section.
Silly goose. It's silly goose time, where our lips get loose and our minds run free. Silly goose. It's silly goose time, where we chat a load of shit that's of absolutely no use. It's silly goose time.
So, do you have a silly goose that you would like to bring to the table? I feel like you're not a very silly goose person.
I have a riddle, if that's all right.
Yes, absolutely. The first one, debut of riddles on the pod. We love it.
All right. Okay. I'll have to make sure I say it properly. Right. Okay. Let me just rehearse it in my head for a second.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll let you know now I'm fucking terrible at riddles. Awful at them. Really bad.
All right. I'm ready. Right.
Ready?
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Right. There once was a garden. In a garden there's a river. In a river there's a boat. In the boat there's a lady in a red petticoat. And if you want to know her name, you've only yourself to blame, because I told you in the middle of the riddle what's her name. What's her name?
Ah.
I'll say it again slower if you want.
Yeah, say it again slowly. Repeat that. I'm too dyslexic for this.
Even if you write it down, you won't get it. Right, you ready?
Write it down.
There once was a garden. In a garden there's a river. In a river there's a boat. In a boat there's a lady in a red petticoat. And if you want to know her name, you've only yourself to blame, because I told you in the middle of the riddle what's her name. What's her name?
Oh my god. I literally just wrote down garden river. That's atrocious. I have literally.
Right, go on.
Do it again.
Right, I'll do it again. I'll do it slower. Right, you ready? Right.
Do it really slow.
Was a garden. In a garden there's a river. In a river there's a boat. In the boat there's a lady in a red petticoat. And if you want to know her name, you've only yourself to blame, because I told you in the middle of the riddle what's her name.
Is her name River?
No.
Oh no, I don't. I'm never gonna guess that. That was my one choice. No fucking way.
I'm going to say it one more time, and that's the last one. And I'm not going to tell you.
People who'll be listening to this podcast will be screaming now because someone will have got it, and like they'll be like, "Who is this idiot?"
All right, last one. Right.
Do it again slow.
There once was a garden. In a garden there's a river. In a river there's a boat. In a boat there's a lady in a red petticoat. And if you want to know her name, you've only yourself to blame, because I told you in the middle of the riddle what's her name.
Her name can't be Boat.
No, it's not Boat.
I have literally no idea.
That's it now.
I just can't find out. Right, okay. We'll leave it at that then, because I'll clip this and we'll make this into one of the reels that I post on Instagram, and I'll see how many people can get it. I'll clip your riddle and see.
I wonder if you add captions, if it'll highlight the name or not, because yeah, that'll be interesting. We'll see.
So maybe I'll find out before if I caption it afterwards. I'm going to do that.
If you do, tell me the name if you think you've got it. Yeah,
I will. The minute we finish this podcast, I'm going to clip that little bit at the end and just work it out. Because otherwise I won't be able to sleep. No, that's class, right. We'll leave that riddle. It's open-ended now. It's open-ended. So if you already have guessed it and you're listening to this pod now, then put it in the comments. Put in the comments of the pod if you can work out the end of the riddle. Right. Well, my silly goose question for you is, do you have an irrational superstition?
No.
No, not superstitious at all. Are you superstitious?
No.
Do you believe in ghosts and like magic and stuff?
No.
Do you believe in aliens?
What?
Do you believe in aliens?
I think possibly. I think that's probably one thing I might. There's got to be something out there, isn't there?
Ooh, where do you think the aliens are?
I think they are already around us, but we just don't know it.
Oh, like ghosts.
No, ghosts. No, aliens are real.
No, I can't believe you don't think ghosts are real. You've not had any spooky encounters.
I think everything like that's ever happened, there's a scientific explanation to why.
Oh,
Yeah.
one of these
One of
people,
these.
are you? Do you have any
Oh.
Do you have any conspiracy theories? I'm going to use that silly goose question again for someone else because you've wasted it. Wasted it on you because you don't believe in anything.
What was your
Yeah.
question?
Do you have any conspiracy theories? Are you a conspiracy theorist?
No.
Come on, you've got to have a conspiracy theory. Live in a fucking van, mate. You're already anti-government. You're living in a van. You're not paying council tax.
What's your what? Do you give me an example? What's one of yours? What's your?
I've got a lot of them. So I believe, one, that the aliens probably built the pyramids because there's no explanation for that. The pyramids definitely weren't built by the Egyptians. I'm not buying it. No way.
Okay.
I think there's something funky going on in the Bermuda Triangle. I don't know what it is, but I think it's probably also to do with the aliens because I believe that they're under the sea and that's where they're hiding. I mean,
The aliens are under the sea. The aliens are under the sea. Is that?
Yeah.
Right.
That's where I think they are.
Okay.
Because there's so much undiscovered down there, like we don't know. And apparently with the pyramids, they've got like big structures going down underneath, so it makes sense that the aliens are down, not up. I
see the logic. Yeah.
You're like, I see the logic. This girl's crazy. This has gone off base. No. It's just things to think about, isn't it? I like you. Just it's simple life, isn't it? Like I like it, logical.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I need. Maybe I do need this because it's showing me another side of life that seems a lot better than mine. My ridiculously irrational one.
Yeah, it's nice and straightforward. There's no ghosts or like superstitious stuff. It's just straightforward.
See, I don't really believe in ghosts because I haven't had enough reason to yet, but I want to. I desperately want to. I want to think that there's something else out there. Like, I love scary stuff. I hate it as well because I get nightmares, but like, I love being scared.
Yeah. I like. Oh, yeah, because I'm not superstitious or believe in any of that. When I watch scary stuff, like my logical brain just goes, "No, it's not scary because it's not real."
Oh no, I don't have that. I remember watching War of the Worlds when I was like 12, and I'm still scarred from that. Every now and then, I get a little recurring nightmare of that. It's fucking shit.
That's a good film.
Great film, absolutely great film. We went to the War of the Worlds London experience. Me and Rachel Greener. Oh my god, it was fucking class.
Wow.
The only bit I didn't like was the VR bit. Made me feel really, really car sick.
Yeah. We went to the Cliffs of Moher. I don't know how you say it in Irish, and they had like a 4D experience, and like you go in a room and it's basically like VR, and like it was like following a seagull down the cliffs and like moving, and it was I was getting motion sickness.
Yeah, I had to take my VR headset off me. I was like, this is going to make me sick. I am going to vomit in this place. Leave me alone. Class. Oh, well, that's been brilliant. Thanks for being on the pod then, Jess. That's been a class episode. Do you have anything that you want to plug, or where can people find you if they want to follow along with your journey?
Just on Instagram mostly. Jess_lifts Tait. I post mostly lifting stuff, every now and again van stuff, but
Sweet. And if people want to come to your gym, can they come to your gym, or is it members only?
No, you can come to my gym. Yeah, we're just outside of Blackpool in Polton. All Things Strength, it's called. Just give us a message and you come down.
Hell yeah, I love that. Well, thank you very much for being on the pod. It has been a pleasure, Jess.
Thank you for having me.
And I hope you all enjoyed listening, and we will see you all on the next one. Goodbye! Thanks for listening to this episode of Strongwoman Highs, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support the podcast, then please give us a follow on Instagram Or if you would like, we're also on buymeacoffee.com/strongwomanhighs. This is where you can send us tips, or you can also join our membership area, which is $5 a month or £4 a month. It's the silly gosling level. We'll post out any extra content that we get on there, and hopefully a few little free giveaways of things as well. The podcast currently doesn't cost a lot to run, which is what we're trying to keep it as, but we would like to be able to cover our costs, and also once those costs are covered, any profit that is made on Strong Woman Highs will be getting saved up and put into a pot for future Strong Woman competitions that we can sponsor. So if you have a Strong Woman competition that you'd like to be sponsored, or if you want to be on the podcast, then give us a shout, send me a message on Instagram or on YouTube, anywhere else you can get us, and we'll get it sorted, because the more women that we can get on, the better. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye!